You do not need to shout to be heard, nor do you need to fight to be feared. It is enough to become someone they cannot understand, someone they cannot influence, seduce, or predict. In a world where everything is open, emotions are displayed, and attention is craved, the one who acts in silence becomes a threat. And Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. Power does not come from noise. It is born from incomprehensibility. You have been told to be kind, open, and expressive, that transparency builds trust. But that is not the case in reality. People do not trust what they understand. They trust what they fear. And fear arises at the moment when someone looks at you and realizes they do not know what you are thinking. That is when the shift in power occurs. You cease to be someone who is controlled. You become someone around whom others tiptoe. A frightening persona is not created through chaos. It is created through control, self-control, control over emotions, psychological control. You become unattainable when you stop desperately seeking touch. You stop chasing reactions. You stop explaining your silence. You stop revealing your intentions like a fool seeking sympathy. Let them watch and wonder what you are capable of, and you give them nothing. From this moment, your task is simple. Become the unpredictable force they cannot foresee. Walk with focus, speak with intention, smile without warmth. You do not need their approval. You need their indecision. This is how you transition from being liked to being feared, from being offended to being unforgettable. If this resonates with you, tell yourself, I do not chase respect. I command it. This is not motivation. This is transformation. Let us begin. Kill your need to be liked. The fastest way to lose power is to want to be liked. If they sense that you seek approval, they will own you. Niccolo Machiavelli warned that men are either feared or destroyed, but they never love unconditionally. Why? Because love is often based on convenience. Fear is about the perception of control, and in the games of power, perception governs reality. You cannot scare anyone while begging for recognition. They will label you as harmless. Approval is a leash, and most people wear it proudly. You enter rooms choosing your words, softening your tone, hiding your ambitions to be accepted by people who would not blink if you were to fail. This is not connection. This is quiet submission. You shrink to make others comfortable, and they still do not respect you. You can give them everything, and they will still turn away from you as soon as you say no. You were raised to think that being liked is power, but this is not true. It is a survival mechanism passed down by the weak. Being liked is currency in a world where people desperately need belonging, but power does not tolerate desperation. When they sense that you need their approval, they place you in a lower category, as someone who can be manipulated, flattered, used, and discarded without consequence. It is not necessary to be rude to reject this worldview. You simply need to learn to be emotionally unavailable for approval. Kill the little boy inside you who wanted to be the favorite. Bury the yearling who apologized for his courage, silencing the voice that asks if you have gone too far. Strength does not ask, it decides. The more you crave permission, the more invisible you become to those who grant it. There is a cold truth that many are not ready to accept. People will never fully like someone they cannot control. If you speak plainly, without embellishment, if you set firm boundaries without blinking, if you walk away without guilt, they will not admire you. They will harbor resentment, saying you have changed, become arrogant, lost your charm. Let them talk. This is the price of power, to be misunderstood by the weak and to instill fear in manipulators. You will notice how the atmosphere in the room changes when you stop caring about being liked. People will look at you longer. They will begin to weigh every word they say. Your presence will become more palpable. Why? Because you are no longer trying to please. You no longer follow emotional etiquette. You have decided to be a signal in a room full of noise, and this unsettles those who crave control. From this moment on, you do not bend to be loved. You stand to be noticed. You do not explain your decisions. You embody them. You do not ask, "Is this okay?" You say, "This is me." Let them feel the change. Let them sense the distance. When you stop chasing, they begin to chase your attention. I will comment on this now if you are tired of shrinking. I am stepping into my strength and no longer justifying myself. Let them wonder. They do not understand you. They cannot fear what they fully understand. Predictability makes you comfortable, and comfort kills influence. If they can read your emotions, they always know what you will do next. They stop respecting you. Machiavelli knew that a prince must be both visible and mysterious in the world, but remain hidden in his intentions. Because power is not only about what you do, but also about what they think you are capable of. When people can read your face, test your reactions, and predict your behavior, you become emotionally disarmed. You give them guidance, and they begin to push your buttons. This is how manipulators operate. This is how fake friends test you. But when you hold back your emotional response, becoming unpredictable in tone, time, and presence, they begin to waver. And this wavering is the power shifting into your hands. Mysterious people scare the insecure because insecurity feeds on control. They are tangible, yet cannot be controlled. You do not need to be loud to make people feel your presence. You need to become difficult to read. Speak less. Respond slowly. Leave when they expect a reaction. Let your silences create more tension than their noise ever could. Because in the void of your explanations, they will imagine something worse. It is no wonder that people are obsessed with those who send them mixed signals. It makes them chase after you. When you are too open, there is no game, no tension, no mystery. But when you say little, act selectively, disappear without reason, and reappear with presence, you capture their attention. They replay your words in their minds. They overanalyze your tone, trying to decipher your motives, and every guess enhances your image in their consciousness. You are not here to be figured out, but to be felt. When you enter a room, people should adjust their energy before approaching. They should not know whether you will speak or remain silent, whether you will approve or walk away. It is this uncertainty that creates psychological pressure. Pressure breeds dominance. If they feel comfortable around you too quickly, it means you have revealed too much too soon. That is why you never explain your silence. Do not justify your absence. You do not share what you are thinking. You appear as a signal, not as a song. Your presence should speak. You cannot be understood. They are simply reacting to you. And if they fear losing access to your mind, your energy, or your attention, it means you have done everything right. Being mysterious does not mean being fake. It means being disciplined about what you show. You owe no one your thoughts. You owe no one your inner world. You reveal only what enhances your influence and nothing more. So stop giving explanations to people who want to use them against you. Let them guess. And remember, the more they guess, the more they respect you. Enchant them. But do not get too close. Enchantment is not about likability. It is about controlling the space. It is the ability to manage attention without asking for it, to influence people without touching them. And here is the secret. True enchantment does not come from warmth. It comes from precision. Cold charm frightens people because it seems intentional. You smile not out of kindness. You smile for a reason they cannot fully understand. People think charisma lies in friendliness. This is not true. The most powerful charisma is control, sharpness, coldness, mystery. It is calm eye contact that lingers a second longer. It is confident stillness in a noisy room. It is saying their name just once, but in a tone they will remember for weeks. The key is simple. Make them feel noticed, but never invite them fully. When you enchant without attachment, people become obsessed. They replay the conversation, wondering why you were kind yet distant. They try to decipher your tone. Your time is your energy. This confusion creates interest. Interest becomes attraction. You have not revealed too much. You have not tried to impress. You have left them in suspense. And the mind does not like unresolved tension. This is how you occupy space in their thoughts without chasing after it. Every influential person knows this. Proximity is power, but distance is control. You speak with people but do not get close to them. You show interest, but not vulnerability. You use compliments sparingly, not as gifts, but as tools. You leave gaps in your energy, vacuums that people strive to fill with approval, pursuit, or curiosity. They seek to earn more from you, and this maintains their loyalty. That is why you do not flirt for fun. You do not engage in meaningless interactions. Every word, every glance, every silence must have significance. When people know that you are emotionally detached, yet still present, it creates imbalance. They cannot understand how to perceive you, and the longer they cannot define you, the more they are drawn to you. Cold charm does not repel people. It pulls them deeper into confusion. Never let your charm turn into friendliness. Friendly people are forgotten. Strategic people are unforgettable. You do not try to make everyone feel good. You check how they react to your distance. You observe how they strive to attract your attention. And at the moment they expect connection, you gift them silence. Unkindness is simply space. Because space creates addiction in the emotionally needy. From this moment, your words are weapons, not invitations. Your presence is energy, not comfort. You do not become more attractive by being more open. You become more desirable by being rare, selective, and restrained. Comment on this now if you understand the game. My silence is seductive. Because the most frightening charm is that which never gets too close. To see everything, react to nothing. Strong people observe, weak people react. If they can make you flinch, they know how to control you. That is why the most terrifying figures in history shared one common trait: emotional discipline. They saw chaos, heard lies, felt tension, and remained silent. They acted when no one expected it, and that is what made their silence louder than any scream. You do not earn respect by reacting to every insult. You earn it by making people wonder. Why did you not react? Why did you remain calm? Why did you smile when they expected rage? Emotional silence creates confusion. It makes people reconsider their approach. The moment you stop reacting like everyone else, you become unpredictable. Predictability breeds anxiety. It controls the pace. The more restrained you become, the more threatening you appear. Because people cannot understand whether you are calm or you are simply waiting to strike. This is ambiguity. This is where psychological dominance begins. You must stop thinking that being respectful means being emotionally vulnerable. You can be kind and still remain unattainable. You can speak softly without saying anything. The secret is not to react.